בשם השם נעשה ונצליח, וינועם אדוני אלוהינו עלינו, ומעשה ידינו כוננה עלינו, ומעשה ידינו כוננהו. We make the class לעילוי נשמת פרזנה בת נג'תולה ופרנגיז. רוח השניים תניחנה בגן עדן. We go to speak about the Seder Pesach, practice and spiritual preparation both, and we know that the night of the Seder, what does mean Seder? Seder is mean order. When we are appreciate something, we want that it's going to be in order, not just to be in balagan, in a messy way. So what is the main mitzvah of Pesach, of Leila Seder?
Cleaning
No.
the children.
The main mitzvah,
Message.
the main mitzvah of Leila Seder is to eat. To eat. This is the main, is to eat. This is the main mitzvah. And I go to explain why it's so important to get to that. We are starting with 15, we have 15 steps in this order that we have. And the first one is to make the Kiddush, Kadesh. What is the Kiddush? We are taking the inner part of the grape, we transform it to a liquid, to wine. It's like the essence of the fruit is the wine. Usually, when we are squeezed oranges, other type of fruit, we make the beracha of shehakol. The only fruit when we squeeze and we change the beracha is on the wine. Why? Because it's the essence and the main purpose of the grapes is to have the wine, and on this we are making the kiddush. Wine, it's symbolize, it look like also like a blood, the color. And in Leila Seder, it's the main mitzvah, it's to make the berachot and the kiddush and the 4 cups on red wine, not white wine. Why? Because that reason that it's look like the essence, the blood, the color of the blood. There is another tradition, and we go to talk about it later, that the Pharaoh, when the Torah says, Vayakom melech chadash al Mitzrayim, a new king rose in Egypt. What is new king? How he become new king? Yosef was for 8 years in ruling Egypt. Everyone knew him. How the Torah says after Joseph passed away, there is a new king that he didn't know Yosef. And the answer is, one of the answer is that it was the same Pharaoh, but he get leprosy. And the person that they have leprosy is considered like a died. In Judaism, person that they get leprosy is like, and his cure was to wash himself with the human blood. And to remember that, we are making the arba kosot, the 4 cups of wine, in during Lela Seder on red wine. Also, what happened to the person that he drink wine? What is the effect? The effect is he gets more energy and he feels capable to do different things, or even sometime to speak different things in different way. The symbol of the Egyptian, the idolatry, was a lamb, and the lamb has his horn is going this way like a circle, and our sages explain that the cycle is mean that what the Egyptian believed, that there is a cycle of the nature and no one can break down and go out from his nature. What you have in your nature, you have to flow with your nature to attend the needs of your nature. This says never a person could run away from Egypt. How come that you didn't hear that there were slaves that ran away from Egypt to different other places? Why? Because they educate the people, this is your system, this is what you live, this is what you have, and you go to deal with that for the rest of your life. Am Israel come with the Magen David. What is the Magen David? You have the arrow up and you have the arrow for down, also for the sides. What does mean? You can break down the nature of your person nature. People can be changed. The Torah that Am Israel received is not just a recommendation how to live the life. The Torah having the essence like a way to teach you how we can change our personality. And this is the main purpose of the Torah. But what do we need for that? To make the first effort. Hachamim says, Pitchu li petach kechudo shel machat. You go to open for me a narrow hole like the hole we find in the needle. But to make the narrow for the needle, it's difficult to make. But after we made that, after we make this hole, God says, I will open for you all the opportunities. But the first, the person have to make to break down. So this is the symbol of the Magen David. We have to arrow for through Hashem, and also the arrow is going through the mundan, the earth, because how we are prepare ourselves spiritually is going to affect ourselves also in this world. And that's why the night of Pesach we have the 4 cups and we drink the wine, we get the energy and we get inspired and we get the power to make that decision that we can go out of our personality. So it's very important to remember the quantities. And I go to touch on this because I said we go to speak about spiritual preparation and also practical preparation. And I told you before the class, Sahar, this year, Be'ezrat Hashem, Seder Pesach, you go to take it to the next level. How you go to take it the next level? Usually, what I saw, people when they say a geffen, they have a little bit, they think that the wine is like the tequila in small shots. No, the wine of the kiddush. The person that make kiddush, he has to drink at least 3.2 onzas in one shot. It's equivalent to 86 milliliter. Yes, 86 milliliter. Once more or less this size, more or less this size. Yes, this is the size of the cup of wine for kiddush minimal, and it's not just to drink like this. It's to drink. This is not 6 ounces. You go to check. This is 3.5. Let's bet. This is, yeah. Hey. Look. She saw the box. 3.5, right?
Not only a rabbi, also engineer of cup.
No, engineer of camp. But this is the size. So for me, this is the idea. 1 second. What I told you. The main mitzvah of Pesach is to drink and to eat, and you take this drink and eating for spiritual understanding, not just eat, drink because it's to have a good time. 1 second, Ariela. Now, רק רגע. Now, when we have Leila Seder, every one of the people, if it's not have problem of a health problem, you can change it to grape juice. If a person cannot, or children that they cannot handle it, make it grape juice. But if a person can, red wine, and you take it, and everyone first cup, you move in this way, and you drink, inclining the entire cup. Okay, why did I move on the left, not on the right? I moved to the left. It's called in Hebrew hasaba. What does mean the word hasaba? Hasaba, if you see the picture of the ancient time, people used to sit on the floor, used to sit with the couch, and to eat in relaxation. That's in Pesach. We have to show us that we are in the best condition of comfortable. In the best condition could be comfortable. Bechol dor vador, and every generation and generation, chayav adam leharot et atzmo, a man must show himself like he went out for Egypt. Look, I want to feel comfortable, right? What I made now that I want to feel comfortable, I took out my shoes. I don't care. Yes. Why? Because they're showing it's kind of you are in your own zone. Yes. When we are sitting, and if you have a coach to sit, today we don't eat around coach, you sit. So we remember that in that way. And why left side and not right side? Because the right side is we have the esophagus, and the other name, what is the name? Kane veveshet. When the air is coming, laryngos, laryng, yeah. You have too many doctors. Here is no one with the name. Okay. We have larynges and esophagus. Esophagus is for the food. Yeah. Larynges is to the air. That's why. 1 second. 1 second. We said en mesichim bishat seuda is not allowed to speak, to talk when we are eating. Why? Because it can come. Sometimes you eat and you are not good. Yeah. To avoid choking, it's called. Thank you. To avoid this situation, what we are doing, we inclining to the left side, that is the esophagus, is not the larynges. That is the reason left side and not right side, because the esophagus is on the left side. Now, if someone is a left hand, to the right side, because here it didn't change. Here it doesn't change. So what can you do? Okay. So this is
Part two.
part two. This